Hallelujah. Today, we want to see what is expected of you and I concerning our lives and our responsibility to God. Ecclesiastes 12 at verse 13. I read, "Let us hear the conclusion of the matter. Fear God, keep his commandments." It says, this is the whole duty of man. Praise the name of the Lord. Fear God and keep his commandments. Now, there's nothing in the Bible that is without its own profound purpose, import, and sound reasoning. You can't fault it. Fear God, keep his commandments. This is a cautionary note to all of us. The Bible says, the fool has said in his heart that there is no God. So who created the cosmos? Who made us fearfully, wonderfully? Keep him with Psalm 139. Are the planets, their continuous movement around the sun, is it just by accident? Do we depend on Darwin's theory of creation? That some persons just evolved from apes and monkeys? Praise the name of the Lord. Fear God and keep his commandments. I'd like us to look at Proverbs 1 at verse 22. Proverbs chapter 1, verse 22. And I read, it says, "How long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity?" It says, "And scorners delight in their scorning." It says, "And fools hate knowledge." And then if you go a little bit further to Proverbs 1 at verse 32, it gives a response to those questions, to the scorners, to the simple, and to the foolish. At verse 32 it says, "For the turning away of the simple shall slay them, and the prosperity of fools shall destroy them." But in verse 32 it gives us such great consolation and says, "But whoso hearkeneth unto me shall dwell safely, and shall be quiet from the fear of evil." Somebody praise the name of the Lord. So there you have it, beloved. Simplicity, scorners, and the foolish. I go a little bit further to Proverbs chapter 6, and I read from verses 12 to 15. Proverbs chapter 6, 12 to 15. It says, "A haughty person, a wicked man, walketh with a froward mouth." In other words, they're full of themselves. Ask Nebuchadnezzar. Remember Pharaoh. But they learned their lessons the hard way. Nebuchadnezzar got a second chance. Pharaoh never got another chance to redo his ways. He perished. So what are we saying here? Fear God. Never do unto your neighbor what you would not want to be done to you. Don't take undue advantage of the simple. Don't be a schemer. The Lord will help us. But we have to take it upon ourselves to be more like Jesus, to be more like God. Humility is our watchword. Fear God and keep his commandments. Praise the name.